Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
It's William and Andrew here with you today. Hope you're all doing well. Let me make sure my volume's down over here on Instagram. Charlie joined us over there already. Thank you so much.
Howdy.
We have Michelle here. We have Marianne here. Norma is here. Suzanne is here. Thank you all for joining in on Facebook and YouTube. We have some great artisan beads again for you today. My stand is a little crooked. If you didn't watch yesterday's, we are helping a friend part out their collection. They've asked us if we can help sell some of these things, and we're splitting the profits on these. So everything you purchase tonight will help not only us, but our friend do a little bit of destashing and make a little extra money. And so we appreciate that. Whew, it's been a busy day. How have y'all been? What have you been up to? Happy Juneteenth to those of you out there. Marianne says recognizing Juneteenth in the U.S. and National Indigenous Day in Canada.
Nice.
That's very good. Very good. Charlie says hello. Hello back.
Did y'all do anything fun for Juneteenth?
Anybody do anything for Juneteenth? I know a lot of people had the day off today, as it's a recognized holiday. Of course, no shipping happened today because of that. But that's good. That's good. Got some other things done.
We still pack stuff.
Of course. Of course. Yes. Still packing, still invoicing, still making spreadsheets, still doing all the things today.
I think you got up super early to do it too.
Yeah, I got it. Well, super early for me. I couldn't get back to sleep, so I started invoicing. I didn't get the invoicing done last night, so I got the invoicing done today. Got another tick today. Yay. Found another one on me, so I pulled that off, and Andrew pulled that off and put in.
I love you.
I know. Put it in a little baggie and gonna send that one off for testing too. I don't know what's going on.
They like your
They like my scent or something.
I know. Knock on wood, I haven't got.
Uh-huh.
And I don't want.
No. Charlie had work, but my coworker and I dressed up with the theme Western Wednesday. And says, ooh, no more ticks. I know.
Where do you work, Charlie?
Where do you work, Charlie?
I thought you just made artwork.
Suzanne says, are you a tick magnet? Apparently, never in my life before. So I grew up close to this area. We grew up with literal fields beside our house. There was nothing there but fields and tall grasses, and, deer would come through. We would run through those fields. We would play. We had a motorbike. We'd drive through them. We would sled ride through, everything. We'd put the sled on the back of the four-wheeler and pull it through the weeds. Never in my life got a tick. And move here, and now I'm like a tick magnet. It's ridiculous.
They're really bad this year, supposedly.
Yeah, I will vouch for that.
But they also said it's a good year for fireflies.
Oh, there have been a lot of fireflies, I guess. I have not seen a lot of them. I don't know why.
Until last night.
Yeah, last night. Was it last night or the night before? We were going out, and they lit up the trees. I took
a video, but it didn't.
Yeah, we both took videos, but it
wasn't the same as real life.
No. Hello, Susie. Thanks for joining us. Marianne's having a foot in the mouth disease day. Uh-oh.
What'd you do now?
What'd you do now? Charlie says, I just got a new job as a legal assistant.
Wow.
Nice.
That sounds fancy.
I know. So what's everybody doing?
So what did the lawyer say when you showed up in your Western garb today? Rootin', tootin', shootin'.
I know.
We got our mulch delivery.
Yes, we did.
So if you haven't heard of it, it's called Chip Drop. And it's a free service where arborists with extra wood chips can drop off loads of mulch. And it's not necessarily like the best mulch,
No, but
but it was also free.
I think it's when they go in and they grind up trees on people's properties, like the trees they cut down but they can't use for wood,
Yeah.
and maybe along the sides of roads and stuff even, and they grind it up, and whatever's in there is in there. It's leaves, it's stuff, but
It's free.
It's free, and it's a mountain.
We paid a $20 courtesy fee to offset their fuel shipping or fuel. So, but we can, to get that load, it would have been like, if it was premium,
Yeah, hundreds of dollars.
It'd be $400 or $500, maybe $600.
Charlie says, I've seen a lot of fireflies in my backyard after rain. Nancy says, lightning bugs, are they the same? Yeah, we grew up calling them lightning bugs around here, but some people call them fireflies. But I think they're the same thing. Pretty sure. Marianne says, I wrote something on a live that someone objected to and couldn't leave it alone. I didn't mean it as a real joke, but it happens sometimes, right?
Oh, well, a new day now.
Right? You're here now.
Again.
It starts
Begin again.
Hello, Susie. Susie Wyatt is here. Thank you for joining us. Charlie says, LOL, the big boss was out, but the other attorneys wanted to join us. Tomorrow is sports day. There you go.
Wow, y'all are festive.
I know. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, theme days in like high school. Did you have those?
We didn't really. Every once in a while there was like a pajama day or something. But now the kids have all these theme days. We didn't really do that.
Your niece and nephew have like theme days every day.
I
don't
know.
know how they get ready.
It's like they have it like every certain day of the week. I think there's a theme, or a certain day of the month. They have at least once a month.
Like wacky hair day.
I don't remember having those. Maybe I just didn't take part in them, but I don't remember having them other than like, I think there was like a pajama day or something one time or something like that. I don't know.
When you were a senior in high school, you had that in my school.
Oh, yeah.
And they had like a whole week. It was like called Senior Week.
And
like one day you decorate your locker. If you had a parking spot, you decorate the parking spot.
That's fun. Festive.
There's the team color day. So mine was black and orange. So that was good to shop during. I mean, I wasn't super
school spirited.
No.
Neither was I, which is why I may have missed some of these days.
And theoretically, I was school spirited. I was inducted into the secret society. I was like, what are we doing here? What's this happening up in here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Diane is here with us. Hello, Diane.
Howdy.
Diane says, we had a spirit week. I feel like we may have, but I don't remember it.
They do that stuff for yearbook photos. Y'all didn't have that? How big was your yearbook? Like 3 pages?
Our yearbook was like this thick.
Show them how thick it is. They can't see.
Like this thick. And we only had 100. Well, I mean, my class had 148, I think, people in it.
Our yearbook was thick.
Yeah.
It was like...
He's doing like this.
Thick.
Yeah. Our yearbook, thin. Not that many people, right? Charlie says, we planned to do it only once a week, but they wanted in, so we added one more before I leave on my trip. Nice.
So you got a job and then you're just going to
just going to leave?
That's nice.
Marion says, we had pep rallies. Yes, we had pep rallies for sure.
Boy, the trouble we got in the pep rallies. I didn't really go to them.
It was mandatory for us.
I used to hide.
Well, I guess if you hid.
But the things they did, like, the one that they got the most in trouble for is they had the boys in the, I can't remember what team, maybe football. That was the big popular one. They had them dressed up with muzzles and then their underwear.
Oh, boy.
And then they were on leashes. And then the cheerleaders led them out. And
it was a risque school there.
My school was basically like the TV shows. You know, it was nonstop because it was so big.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like your numbers game, right? So, like, if you have a small school, something may happen.
Yeah.
But when you have that many
Something's
kids,
gonna happen.
it happened like
Many things. Yeah.
we were how you call busy because I was on the newspaper and I was the editor of the newspaper.
You had a lot to talk about.
And then a lot of it got edited out because it didn't make the school sound good. So
Charlie says, wow, that's an interesting pep rally.
yeah, well, they were like, I guess the other team were like the Greyhounds or something, and they were gonna like whoop the Greyhounds.
I see.
And then this is a long time ago. I don't know if they've changed the mascot, but a little bit. I went to a high school that had a Native American as the mascot. So
yeah. Suzanne says we had Spirit Day, but there were games. We had different days where we would have like a full day of like games, like booths and things people would make and set up, and you could walk the field and just hang out and play games. And we did have like full days of that. I forget what we called them. One was homecoming spelled backwards.
What is that?
Just I forget how they pronounced it.
Home.
Yeah, but they pronounced it some way, and I forget how it was pronounced. But that was the day we went out, and then there was I can't remember what all the other ones were, but yeah, there were all different kinds of booths. The kids would set up booths. My friends and I recited Shakespeare in a booth in one of them. And I'm trying to think what other things we did. There was also football games like tag football or flag football. And
I'd probably skip that.
yeah. Well, it was a day off of school. You got a whole day pretty much off. So we did that. We did that.
Didn't you have to learn Shakespeare?
And they had,
I mean, I like Shakespeare, but I'm not good at remembering stuff like lines. So
yeah, I did the to be or not to be speech.
Oh.
I still remember a chunk of it. But I was not in drama like all my other friends, so I was not as great at it as they were. I got very nervous, but that's okay. At least I did it. And then there was, what do they call it? Something bingo. Cow patty bingo or something. Or and it's just like it sounds. They would put a thing on the field, and they would release livestock in the field, and wherever those livestock would do their duties.
We did not have that.
You could like, I don't know if it was like numbered. I forget how it was set up, but there was a thing that you could win if you got your numbers or got your bingo card fill. I forget how it was, but
you know, the old mascot of my school was not that. It was called the Celery Feds.
We were a lion. That was easy.
Because they were, I guess it was celery was like a main crop, and you were strong if you were fed celery. But also, my high school, they still had like the white bathroom and the colored bathroom.
Oh, really?
So they just never got rid of it. Yeah. So there was like
remnants.
Yeah, and you're like, they also had like the trophies. There were two separate trophy cases, and one was for the white prom queen, and one was for they called it something I'm not supposed to say now. Prom queen.
Oh my goodness.
And then, but our high school is so big that they had just like halls, and they were just lockers. There's no classrooms in them.
Yeah, all our halls had classrooms, but all the walls were filled up with lockers.
They had those too, but they also had
just rooms of lockers.
Like hallways of lockers.
Yeah.
And they were always so hot.
That's why I was wondering how you could fit so many lockers, because you had a lot of kids.
Yeah, there also was like, it was set up more like a community college. So I don't know what it's like now. I mean, a lot of that stuff's probably tore down.
Yeah.
I remember there was one room, and it was the health class, which was kind of disasperated. They're like, one day man will walk on the moon, the textbooks. I was like, did this already happen?
Yeah.
but somebody had thrown pencils up into the ceiling.
Oh, to stick them in the ceiling.
And they had done that so many times that it was like had disintegrated pretty much. And that was, you know,
not great.
Like for our art class, the AP art class, there was no budget. There was zero budget. So my teacher, Fayo Ba, we dumpster dive for art supplies.
That's crazy.
And and our classroom was in a closet.
No, we definitely had. I think the art room in our school, our elementary. I'm trying to think. The art room in the high school was in the middle school area, and it was pretty big because it was an addition, I think. But our art rooms were. I mean, they were like this. They were at least like half the size of this room.
There were other art classes and stuff. They had better rooms. But because we wanted that class, so one of the teachers, I'm not going to say his name because he might somehow come back, but he refused to teach us. And so he said that he wasn't going to do it. So, because he didn't believe any of us had any skill.
Oh, boy.
And so,
like, isn't that your job?
A group of us got together, and there was a new art teacher, and he agreed to do it, but the condition was that they had zero funding.
Wow. So the funded teacher didn't want to do anything.
No, because he said that we didn't have enough skills, and he wasn't going to waste his time on us.
Oh my goodness. Charlie says, LOL, cow patty bingo is wild. I know. Things that we do in the country.
Like, what do you do? Like, poop.
You wait around for them to poop.
How do you scare them to make them poop?
No, it was an all-day event. So they were just out, and it was on the, I think it was on the football field they did it. In the middle of the track was the football field. And so...
They would never put livestock on that football field. That was like hollowed ground.
I was surprised they did for hours, but that's where it was. Angela's here. Hello, Angela. Says happy Juneteenth. Thank you. Marion says, I think our mascot was a panther. Any of y'all have any wild stories about school times?
Ours was Sammy Seminole.
Oh boy.
I think they tried to change it to Chief Osceola later.
Diane says that our teacher probably shouldn't have chosen to teach in a high school if he wanted to teach only people with skills.
Well, I think he didn't, because some of the classes, like, if it wasn't his student, he didn't want to teach it. And
so you were a group that was trying to start a different art class.
Well, what it was is we had gone through with different teachers, and he did not think that they were good enough teachers. So obviously our skills would not be good enough.
Oh boy.
By the way, I got all 5s on my AP. So that means you did the best.
He says, by the way.
And I got college credit.
Right.
And when I kind of gently mentioned that, and he was like, well, they're just giving it out to everybody now, aren't they? I was like,
wow.
Thank you.
Wonder how long he lasted in that school.
Forever.
Oh, yeah.
They couldn't get rid of him, pretty much.
Marion says, not school, but maybe from uni. Yeah, there's the uni escapades. There were some crazy times. Yeah. What else? What happened today? We put the enameled pendants with the gold and silver foil in the destash group.
The ones that we showed.
The ones that we showed you.
Do y'all want to see the ones that we didn't?
I was thinking I was going to put those ones in the destash first and kind of reverse it. Maybe pop those in tonight.
Or do y'all want to get first dibs?
Or do you want first dibs here?
It just means you have a longer show.
Slightly longer.
We'll go through real fast.
Yeah.
All right, just flip it. Let's do it.
Okay, so I guess you're going to get dibs on these first.
There's not as many.
There's not as many. So these are the ones that are like the mango colors that Andrew was talking about, some of these. So I'm going to flip the camera around. We're going to take a look at those. He's ready to flip the camera already. Let's do it. Let's get this show going, I guess, huh? Let me, since this was very impromptu, I was thinking we are going to put them in the destash and let the destash get them first. But Andrew's, look what I found too, the penny. Andrew said, let's do it for our live peeps. So y'all are going to get first dibs one more time. Let me get some papers and see where I left off. Even though I shouldn't use these numbers again. Oh, I'm out of paper over there.
Go ahead, show your face.
We're gonna get the paper and everything?
Correct.
Okay.
So I still need to do that. So William still needs to do the edges.
Yeah, I'm just on. You say there aren't as many, but there feel like there's as many.
Don't worry about it.
Ooh, I haven't even seen all of these in real up close goodness.
How come the Sharpie disappeared?
I don't know. Are these all the? These are all the 26 size, right?
They're in between.
So are we changing the prices?
What's the small size?
They were 26 and 34, I think. Let me look.
So it would be in between that. There's a little bit more metal.
They were 36 and 26. 32, 30, 32.
30. Maybe 28 for 2 nights.
We were just doing 10% before. You want to do it that way?
Just do them 38. Or no, 28.
28 for them only, and then they go up. It's going to go up a little bit on the website. Ooh, these are nice. Ooh, 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 I can't wait to show you all these. Sorry, everybody. This is very impromptu. We would have had this ready.
Yeah. Go do a finger show.
Da, 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 da.
One of the board members, she did a finger show for us. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's like you practiced. And she's like, I did. She's very proud of her finger dance. They're like, maybe we can raffle this off as whatever the prize is. And she would be like, a night of finger dancing.
Night of finger dancing.
And we were like, I'd probably get some different kind of reactions.
All right. Marianne's asking, where might this one's teacher art be displayed?
What?
I think she's talking about the teacher that didn't want to teach. Where he's so fancy, where is their art displayed?
I don't know.
Hello, Susan. Thanks for joining us. So we were going to do the art beads, and we're going to do the art beads. But first, these are kind of art beads, but these are not part of our friend's collection.
No, this is. I just made these.
Andrew just made these. What number did I say we left off on?
Q36. But I do need to do the
Q36.
edges. Well, I'm going to do the edges. So.
Yes, and we said they're going to be 28 for them.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of 30, they're going to be 28. Okay.
No further discount on these.
No further discount on these.
Because they're already marked down.
Yeah. Okay, so
They're slightly bigger than the other ones and slightly smaller than.
They're the middle size.
So this is the grande size.
Yeah, that's not this. This is the
Show
grande.
the middle size compare.
This is a middle size compare. So here's grande, here's middle size, and here's little. Small, medium, large.
So the bigger one just is more rounded.
Yeah, kind of.
And then the other one is not.
Okay, so Q36.
And it's the feather's right. It's not
Diane
backwards.
says, did you invoice for the ones from yesterday? Yes, but I did. Oh yeah, I saw your name. You did not get the ones you looked at. I forgot your name popped up. Sorry, you missed them.
We have some more coming up tonight, Dad.
Yeah, we have more coming up tonight after this. This is impromptu. We weren't going to do this tonight, but we've decided we're going to show you these. If you'd like to grab these, you get first dibs. This is Q36. Here, if you're new, you claim by taking down this lot number Q36, put it in the subject line of an email addressed to info@allegorygallery.com. It's here and there, and hit send. Send a new email each time, and that's how you claim. If you get it, you're promising to purchase. It's first come, first serve. There is only one of each of these. They are signed and dated on the back by Andrew. The edges will be polished up before they're sent out to y'all.
So they're nice and smooth.
And this is a gold foil with the feather. All right. This is Q36. I'm just going to put a price to make this easy for me as we do this. We're just going to leave, because these are all the same price tonight. All the same price tonight. And I'm just going to change out the Q. Green mango, says Marianne, LOL.
Oh.
We're not in the mango yet, y'all, but it does look like green mango, actually. That looks like the outside of a mango skin.
Kind of.
When it's green. I believe that, if you told me. Ooh, 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 I'm liking these. Q37. You can even cut some of these in half to save on papers. Since we're doing it this way, how about that? Q37. What's Q37? We'll make this one Q37. And if y'all want an idea of, this is just a rough, very rough idea, 38 by approximately 46. Again, we weren't going to do these tonight, but you're all getting a special treat. You get first dibs on any of these if you see ones you like. This is Q37. Q37. I never have enough room. Everywhere. Everywhere. Q. Whoops. 38. Q38 is this one. Look at that. This is a bigger version of that feather that has the light marks in there. I like that. You know, sometimes you see feathers that really look like that.
And so just so you'll know, they're lead-free for the decals and cadmium-free.
Lead and cadmium free metal.
And let's see.
This is Q38. Again, sign on the back. Edges will be polished up nice before they come out to you.
I think the gold is 22 karat gold.
Nice. That's a nice carat. 22. Cut these papers a little bit here. Make a few more. Okay. $39. How are you liking these ones, everybody? How about we pop one of these ones in? Or should we wait till the end?
Which ones did you do so far?
All these ones.
They're all the green
ones so far. Pop one of these in
yeah,
here.
mix and
Pop
match.
one of these in here. Look at this one, everybody. Here's that good mango-y color. Q39. These are getting better and better, Andrew.
Thanks.
Q39 with the gold foil feather.
My goal is to use up all of the pre-made decals, and then we'll just do our own.
Our own decals, iron decals.
Yeah, but I want to save up for the gold, of course.
Make his own gold.
Correct. They do custom printing, but it's kind of expensive.
This is Q39.
Not expensive, it's just, priced more.
Mm-hmm.
Because they use 22 karat.
Yeah.
So, you want that high carat, you gotta pay the high dollar.
Q40 coming up. Q40.
Oh, I like this one.
I know.
Watermelon sugar.
That's that watermelon tourmaline right there. Watermelon sugar. Hi. Q40. Q40. It's got that purple and that green.
It's more pinky. Or that one's more purple. The other one's a little bit more pinky.
Yeah, there's one coming up that's a little bit more pink.
Kind of like a strawberry too. But so for the backgrounds, I use those vintage Japanese kimono fabric stencils, and they actually use those. And then
just so you know, these are embedded in here. These are not just like surface things.
Well, it's kind of surface.
Kind of surface, but it's not like super delicate.
No, what it is that the glass glass and the enamel gets molten, and then it's almost like a glue, and then the metal sticks to it, and then
you can actually you polish the metal up a little bit too, right?
Not on these ones.
Not on these ones.
I don't have to.
Okay.
But for the other ones, I do. And so sometimes you'll see slight little cracks in them, like real subtle cracks, and that's because the metal becomes like almost like a gold leaf. And then if the glass moves, because as it cools, it contracts. So sometimes it causes those little cracks. But it's not like a structural crack.
No. Next up.
Now, these ones are black ones, and they're done in a way that the other ones are gold and real metal, but these are not like the iron ones. So when we get them, they'll be kind of a brown color.
Mm-hmm.
And these ones, they're printed with a special black.
So these are Q41, the black, call it gunmetal. The gunmetal acorn.
I just call it black because there is a gunmetal.
Oh, so the black acorn. And then look at that beautiful color you got on that.
It's almost like a charcoal gray.
Mm-hmm. And look at that enamel work, though. Those are beautiful colors.
Thanks.
Is that a transparent enamel?
Correct. The transparents move more too, so there's that.
Because you can see like depth in the layers with the transparent like that. I like it.
But I don't know. I'm still playing around. I think I need to get like the thicknesses just right. I think I like these, but I want to get them a little bit lighter.
I think these feel a little thicker than the other ones.
Because I've made that transparent a little bit thicker on the mango ones.
On the mango. Mango.
Oh, I love this one. This one's my favorite.
This is your favorite? Look at those colors. I don't know what my favorite.
The one you're holding.
He's like the one you're holding. I don't know. This one is a good one. I like that patterning on there.
And then look, it's got orange, green, pink, magenta, and gold.
Got lots of colors in there.
It's like Rainbow Nation. So I do enjoy that one.
I like these little hint of, what is this, green over here, kind of? Dustings. Pretty cool. Q42. Q42. So we're showing off these from Andrew. You can purchase these at the special price. Instead of $30, they come down to $28, giving you a little discount. They will go into the online store at $30 whenever they go, if they go, whatever's left. And we weren't going to do this today, but we decided to do it first. And then we're going to get to the art beads right afterwards.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to clear the deck,
Yeah, these were in his way.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really pretty one. Q43.
I'm trying to tidy up. Linus is coming, so we're cleaning the house and cleaning the studio.
Oh.
And so,
yeah.
There you go.
Trying to make it other people appropriate.
Yeah. I was like, I was kind of nervous because, whenever you have a new person in your space, and then she sent me a picture of her work area, and I said, okay, you can come over.
I don't have to be too embarrassed in my work area.
Yeah, that's my generational trauma speaking.
Yeah. So this is the beautiful blue and greens with this gold feather light. This is a light one. Just a hint of a feather in there, which I like a lot.
Mm-hmm. Just gives it a little bit. I wasn't going to add those originally, and I still might do some without the decals.
Mm-hmm.
But I like when I started looking at the original kimono fabrics, then a lot of those have that metallic element.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a wisp of metallic thread, right?
Mm-hmm. So I wanted to incorporate that in there. I might change my mind, but you never know.
I don't know, this might be my favorite one.
The ginkgo leaf.
I kind of like this one with all these colors. It's got those pinks on top of the oranges. It does kind of, right?
I'm gonna borrow this.
Okay.
They know how big stuff is.
They got the magic penny. This is Q44. And if you do want to know exactly, since I haven't done this in a while on this, let's do this one. This is 34.5 millimeters by 50.
I think sometimes also people, when they see them, maybe they don't think they're very special because I make a bunch of stuff all at once.
Yeah, he's not just making like 3 and saying how hard it was to make these 3 and dropping 3 of them.
No.
He's dropping like 20 at a time.
And so I think people don't think that they're very special, maybe. And so that's where, and also since we've been offering a lot of stuff like forever, I think people just are like, oh, I'll just get it later. But the thing is that I started looking at my work, and sometimes it takes years before I get back into something.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and not only that, but you've debuted a lot, but this took many hours. You spent like 24 hours here, like just doing
one day.
Yeah, just making these. Like these didn't just pop out of nowhere.
No, I did stay at.
Let's see here. That would be nice, as I like some of the backgrounds where I'm not thrilled with the decal design, says Marianne. Susan says they're very pretty.
Yeah, I mean, the decals, I like them, but they're also not mine, so that's the other thing.
Yeah, we usually like to do all Andrew all the time.
Well, makes it special.
Yeah, it makes it his.
But I still like these, so.
Yeah. Well, it's just like using someone else's beadwork in your design, right? You can still, it's still your design once you use it.
It's all how you use it, I think.
Yeah, it's just a material to use. I like this one a lot, this green and purple.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna make my own screens next, because I took a tiny frame workshop on silk screening and making your own silk screens. So I might end up making my own, but a lot of my stuff I realize is very textile oriented, and so when I was little, my mom and my grandma, they were really into quilting, and they had a business. My mom had a business called Fancy Handmade Quilts.
Nice.
And there used to be a big sign in our front yard that we hand painted, and we would hang them up on clotheslines in our front yard. And one of my jobs was to sit out there, and they would tell me, or I would tell them if somebody came up.
Huh.
And so I'd run inside the house. So that was one of my jobs, and that was probably when I was real young. So one of the things I would do is so in the wintertime, I don't know if y'all know this, but my dad was a landscaper, and he owned a landscaping company. And so we all had to cut lawns, but in the wintertime it slowed down, so they would chop firewood. And by they, I mean we, because I helped chop firewood too.
Yeah.
And so we would sell firewood in the wintertime. And so in the winter, I would sell firewood, and in the in the fall, I think we sold the quilts. I can't remember, but there were some times when people were like trying to abduct me too, so that was not awesome.
Oh my word.
Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess that is a try to do the abduction. So they try to get me like go in the car and stuff, and because it was a kind of a busy road. But we also were told about. Do y'all remember Adam Walsh? So this is really y'all getting real deep into the childhood trauma time. So we were told all the time that if we left the house, that would happen to us.
That's enough to scare a kid.
Yeah, but we also were encouraged to go outside too. So.
This is nice. I like this one, this maple leaf on the yellow and the black.
And the green.
And a little bit of green.
And then so we, on rainy days, one of the things we did is my mom had a scrap bucket of all the fabric that was the remnants from her cutting stuff, and never threw away fabric, even little pieces of fabric, because you could always make it into, they call it a crazy quilt. And so, but one of my things I would do is I'd rearrange the pieces of fabric and make shapes out of them. And so, and with my grandma, she had a button tin, and so I would go and I would arrange the buttons by size, and then sometimes by color, and I'd sort them by shape. And so that's when I was real little.
This is Q48.
But that, like when people have that, it's those cookie tins.
Everybody has the cookie tins.
With the buttons in it.
The buttons. Never knew what was in those cookie tins.
I rarely was ever cookies.
No, rarely. Christmas time, the only time you actually had cookies in those.
And even then. You never knew. So, anyways, I realized that a lot of my stuff is very textile oriented, and like the way that I put things together was like collage. I thought it was like all innovative or whatever, and then I'm like,
what is this? Is this a feather? What is? That's a very decorative feather.
It's fancy.
It's a fancy feather.
It's like a very flourishy one.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, simple times.
Simple times. Q49. Whoa.
So yeah, we worked a lot with different textiles and stuff. And I actually used to do these great big art quilts when I was in art school. I used to do these huge paintings when I had the smallest apartment. And sometimes the paintings were like as big as the wall in the apartment. And so that was kind of a challenge to get perspective. Like sometimes I would put it in the hallway and then I would like back up in the hallway to get like the perspective.
Yeah, that would be hard.
Acorn.
This is a little acorn bundle in
And
the
then
yellow-green color, the mango-y color.
kind of a plaid in the background.
Oh yeah, you can see it.
Some more than others. I was experimenting with different color combinations.
Q50. Your prices are $28 on these. There's only one of each available. If you'd like to purchase, send us an email, info@allegorygallery.com, with the lot number like Q50 in the subject line.
And also, once they are they're done, then I'm not gonna. I don't know if I have any more of the certain decals. So once we run out of those, I'm probably not gonna make any more like that.
Once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah. So, anyways, and then I don't know. Yeah, I think about like nowadays. I think about like my childhood and how much of that has played an influence in my work now as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see it more clearly now.
If y'all have any questions, let us know as we're going through.
Yeah.
Let us know how your day was. If you're just joining us, let us know what you're up to. You have plans this weekend. What are you all doing?
The Pride is this weekend.
Yeah, Pride is this weekend in Johnstown.
If you're gonna come, let us know. We're gonna go after the store closes, so we can miss most of it again.
And these are kind of these cracks that he was talking about, that they're not structural, but you can see some of the cracking in here, which I think is cool.
Yeah, there's a wonderful artist who was in that New Place Like Home show that I curated at the Metal Museum named Keith Lewis. And he kind of developed a process. He was inspired by, they called it gold, I think gold glass or something like that. And it was like a Roman era technique that had been lost. And he kind of reverse engineered it and came up with a technique. And so I have all the supplies. I'm just waiting for the time to do it. It's coming up soon, I think.
Q53.
That's a watermelon sugar one for sure.
Mm-hmm. That has more of the pink tones. That
And
green.
I also, in this one, some of the light green has kind of come up in between. See that? So with these, I try to make them not perfect. And I know that kind of sounds weird, but I purposely try to like when I'm mixing the colors and stuff, I'll like put a sprinkle of something else in there. And that's just to make it look more painterly.
So it's not just like, there's the division of color.
Uh-huh. I want this to look more like unique and more like somebody like it.
It looks like your painting backgrounds too.
Mm-hmm. And not just like something that, you know, it is truly one of a kind in that way.
Yeah, there's no way to reproduce that exactly.
No. I mean, I could try, but I'm not going to.
And it's gonna be there with the tweezers dropping in sprinkles of
No.
enamel.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
Yeah. So I don't know if people will like these or not. For me, I think it's really nice when it's nice to kind of understand these colors more too. Like the more enameling I do, the more I work with a somewhat limited color palette. So that's the other thing. So when I'm painting, rarely do I ever do what's called painting straight from the tube. And that's fine if you do that. But for me, I like to mix colors. And I won't even wash out my brush water. And so that colors the paint also. Which kind of sounds gross, but whatever. Like there was this one kid in art school, and all the professors were on and on about his tonal light and how he had this beautiful diffused tonal light. And everybody they praised him up and down to the mountainside and to the moon. And they would be like, "How do you do it? How did you do it? How did you get this beautiful blue gray tinge to all of your paintings? It has such a diffused light." Because certain lights, like like a twilight, that are golden hour, different times of day, you get different qualities of light.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's two things to this story. The other thing is I used to get headaches all the time in the studio. And we realized that he was using jet fuel to clean his paintbrushes. And he would just leave it. He wouldn't cover it. And so he had basically we're breathing in jet fuel
Constantly.
And I was like, no wonder why I had headaches all the time.
Yeah.
And I actually was getting kind of sick too from that. But anyway, so the other thing is I used to go in, and our studios were basically like horse stalls where they're open on one side. And so it wasn't like there were like doors or anything on them. So people would would go in your studio and like look around, and like the teachers would come around and look at your stuff. But anyway, so I used to go into his studio, and I wasn't the only one, by the way, just so you know. And we would cover his paint can.
Oh yeah.
Because we were all getting like migraines. And then the other thing is that when we did that, we realized what was happening is that he was never changing out his paintbrush water, even though it wasn't water. And so the sediment from the paint all mixed, and when you mix certain colors, it turns like a gray color, kind of a bluish gray color, depending on what colors you use, of course. But it becomes like this sludge. And so all of his paintings had all this diffused light because he just basically wasn't washing his brushes.
Did he know that?
No, he did not. He was not.
I was going to say, did he know why he was getting this beautiful diffused light everybody was asking about?
He was a very nice person, but he was not the sharpest tool in the shed. And I probably was breathing in too much jet fuel. But bless his heart, he was also always high, so that was
well, there you go.
Maybe a few more bags. And he would tell us some crazy stories, like about how he was like 12 years old, and like he would get high with his dad. And I was like, "How old were you?"
And your dad giving you this?
And then he was like, "Yeah, doesn't everybody do that?" I was like, I don't think so.
That was not my upbringing.
No. But they were also really, really. He also pretended like he was super poor, and then like we found out that he was like one of those families that, they own like an island. And so
He didn't want people just liking him for his money.
I don't think he was cognitive of that. To be honest, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he was. I don't even know if he's still alive. If they said that he had overdosed or something, I would be like,
And this is the last one, everybody.
Of
Q
this.
of this
We're going to
series.
do art beads next.
Yes. Of Andrew's enamel series is the last one, Q58. And then we're going to get on with the main show tonight.
The main event.
The main event are the art beads tonight, everybody. No, I just brought those in there.
And if there's any colors you want, I can try.
We sold 47 and 52 tried to sell multiple times. But the rest are available, y'all. The rest are available.
Just 2 sold?
Just 2 sold.
What was the one that tried to sell multiple times?
52. 52 is this one. The oak leaf.
What was the other one that sold?
47. The maple leaf.
Wow.
People like just the leaves.
I'm so crazy about that watermelon sugar one.
I know.
That was my favorite.
I know. And then, of course, I got to check spam. Because I found a few in spam again.
You know that also Wednesday nights are not the best nights for us.
No, they are not.
So,
No, they're not. Normally, I'm not even here, y'all.
no.
But I skipped my pottery class today so I could help get everything ready.
And plus, Amy wasn't going to be there anyway.
No, Amy wasn't going to be there. There was another teacher filling in. And that would have been fine, but that teacher is mostly a hand builder, and I'm not doing that quite yet. I like her a lot, though. She's good.
I don't think I'm there.
Cray is her name. Very nice person. I like her as a person, too. Would have been nice to see her, but we got stuff to do and not enough time in the world to do it.
Never enough.
I know. It's like our whole story in life. Okay. What is happening now? Art beads.
I would play that song, but we get in trouble.
I know. Don't get in trouble. Don't get us taken down. All right, everybody. We're going to start with the art beads that our friend asked us to help move into new homes. Oh, there we just sold 39 as well. What was that one? What was 39? That was 36, 37, 38, 39 was, oh yeah, that one. That's a nice one with that feather. All right. Here.
Don't show it yet.
Don't show it yet?
What do you think is happening in this?
What?
Show them.
I am going to. I'm going to take it out of here.
What do you think is going on in this?
Oh, I see what it is.
What is it?
It's a guy drinking, leaning up against a lamppost that's bending.
Like
It's his
hobo?
inebriated state. He's fancy, I think. He's got that white, what do they call that white thing that goes down in the front?
A bib?
There was a thing that usually went under a tuxedo, I think, that was like that.
Not a cravat.
No. But he's got a top hat. It's not quite an ascot. There used to be, I think, a white, like, sort of harder thing that went through and it was rounded. Anyway, yeah, that's what's going on in that. That's pretty cool. Where'd you find that?
I have a bunch of these. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
It's perfectly natural.
Okay, can I start now?
Sure.
Okay.
Wait.
All right, everybody. AB51, art bead 51. Remember, Every purchase of these helps us and the person, our friend that we're helping to sell these for. They are getting rid of some of their stash, and they felt bad having all these art beads that weren't being used right now, so they want to pass them on to people who could use them and also recoup some of their funds to do more with. So this is a Humble Beads Heather Powers bead, AB51, $18. And this is approximately 24 millimeters. And if you want the width for any reason, 10 millimeters. Right. AB51. We're going to have 50 lots tonight. We're going to go up to 100. AB52, we're going to stay with Humble Beads for a little while. This is $6 for this pair of rondelles by Heather Powers of Humble Beads. These are like little feathery like ones here too. I like those. Or maybe dandelion tufts, seed pods, seeds, whatever they are. They're very cute. And they are about 11.5 millimeter rondelles. And this way, they are about 6 to 6.5 millimeters. AB52, $6. And generally, we're trying to sell these at the same price as you would get them from the artisans themselves.
I talked to some of the artists, and a lot of them had said that because since we didn't buy these, we don't know how much.
Yeah.
So these are some of the prices are prices that the artist gave us,
Mm-hmm.
and then also some of they said that they forgot that
And we're back. And we're flip. Let me see here if I can. Network again. Network is having some issues tonight. If we can get in here. Am I? And this over here, everybody. We're trying. One moment.
can you put that? We'll be right back on the sign.
Yeah, let's do that. It looks like we're holding out. Maybe we're holding. Are we okay? Suzanne's back from dinner. How's the sound? Is it still okay? Or are we having issues? Let's pause this device. Pause this device. Sound is better now. Okay, but a bit faint. Okay, let's keep doing this and see what we're doing. I don't even have this. About this. Sometimes no issues at all, and then sometimes for some reason issues. In there.
Sabotaging people's lives.
Oh, geez.
So I don't know if that's an issue. I don't know how they would do that though.
Yeah, I don't think they could do it that way. It's AB54. This is $3 for one of these rondelles by Heather Powers and Humble Beads.
$3.
$3. That's uh, here we go. Let's do this one, pause this one. Now there's reverb. Oh my goodness. Let's pause this. Yeah, there's something weird going on, everybody. Because this shouldn't be happening. There's nothing abnormal here. Let me finish pausing some of these devices. I don't know what this one is. We don't need that one. Pause that. Like you're yodeling. I wish I knew how to yodel. Okay. Everything on our network is paused, I think. No, this one needs to pause too. All right. Let's see here. Now let's see if and come back on the network. Okay. I think hopefully that works. How's it sound? Oh, as it just blinked. I've done what I can do here. So hopefully, let's see. How's it going? Do I sound like I'm yodeling still? Do I sound better? Let me know if you're out there in the comments. Thank you for hanging in there with us as we're having issues with the internets. Okay, Suzanne says okay so far. Good. Something on our network must eat up our internet. I don't know what it is. Next up, Humble Beads, bird pendant, flat on the back, little bird, cute little bird face. $15 on this one. It's around 28 millimeters, about 28. Pretty round. Or just over an inch, about an inch and an eighth. AB 55, $15. Let's see here. Oh boy, my email just caught up too. We have sold AB 52, AB 53, and AB 54. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We had a few claims for 53, by the way. What was 53? Oh, that That blue pair. All right. AB56, $7.50 is this acorn bead by Heather Powers. I love these acorns. We had these in the store for a while, in all different sizes. This size was one of my favorites because it's a nice size to work with. 15.5 millimeters by just shy of 18 millimeters. Hole goes through top to bottom that way. AB 56, $7.50. And I'm going to jump down here and check my junk mail, make sure nobody's showing up in junk. So far, so good. All right, AB 57. This is $15 for the pair. This is this pair of, what do you call these? Flattened rondelles? What is this shape? Saucer shape, kind of saucer shaped, right? AB 57. But look at how beautiful those are. They're like blue feathers or leaves. Blue feathers. They're so pretty. Look at that. Like this would go so wonderfully with lapis. There's the gold and dark blue. Marion says lentil. Lentil. Usually when I see lentils, I feel like they're thicker.
Disc.
Yeah, but center drilled, right? Yeah, disc, saucer, thin lentil. One of those. They're pretty, whatever they are, and they're only $15 for the pair. You get both of them for $15. That's a good price. And they are center drilled, so they'd make great little like hanging earrings, I think. Dangling earrings. Pretty nice.
Who got your maple seed?
Hmm?
Who got your maple seed?
I did.
Oh.
I said, if it doesn't sell, I said, that was my birthday. I gotta have something from my birthday class.
Oh, artifact.
Yeah, so I took it.
Rainbow luster.
Hmm?
You remember?
There are two of the rainbow luster. They're over on the packing table. If you want to bring them, we'll show them too. I meant to do that at the beginning, but we flipped the camera around so fast.
You got the whiplash.
I did. I got the whiplash. So this is AB 58, $20 for 2 birds and 2 rondelles. A great earring making set here. AB 58. Suzanne's getting refurb again. Are y'all on YouTube getting refurb, or is that only coming through Facebook? Because I didn't get any blinking this time on my end. It was blinking before for us. AB 58, $20. Now it went away. Yeah, I don't know. There's everything else on our network is paused now, other than this phone. And let me put my iPad on cellular, and then we'll take that off that network too. Here, let's take a little break. Pick one of these. One of these. Susan's on YouTube and the sound is clear now. Good. Did y'all see these? Susan says, are you weather? No, we are having, well, what would be delightful if it weren't so hot weather? It's nice and sunny. A little bit breezy up here, which is actually kind of nice. Also, it was hotter than it is up here. Did you all see these? We posted these today in the online store. We sold 4 of them up until our live started. I don't know if we've sold ever any since. Now it isn't clear, says Susan. I don't know what to do. We can't do anything else on our end, unfortunately. It's all in the hands of the streaming people. Let me see if I can flip off of. Yeah, usually when I go on the Wi-Fi, it's better, but We'll see how this goes. Let me know how this sounds. I jumped onto my cellular network. We'll stream cellular. But usually that's not as strong in here. So let me know. How's it going over on Instagram? Is Instagram still going? Charlie, you still out there? Suzanne got out and came back. You have some people. So this is the rainbow luster pendants. These are the rainbow luster pendants. Each one is a little bit different. You don't get to pick. You just get one. But we have them in the online store. Nancy's on Insta. How's it going over there? Good. Looks like we're still streaming over there at least. Now these you can't get through the live. You can go right to the online store though and grab them. There are only a few available. We are down to 2 of them, I think, left in stock. So one of these 2 might be yours, or one of these 4 might be yours.
And the money goes, that proceeds will go to the Trevor Project.
Yeah, part of the purchase amount goes to the Trevor Project. We'll be donating. There's some of them there. Picked a few of them to show you there. Each one's different again. And you use the fabric, right? The kimono fabric to build up these layers.
Mm-hmm.
So the thicker parts are done using the fabric screens. And then he did a final luster layer with the rainbow effect.
And that means I have to mix 6 different colors.
He mixes 6 different colors and layers them on and try to blend them together. Not an easy task. I was like, how did you do that when I saw these? Magic. So there are only a few available and only a few left. Many of them have sold out already, so go to allegorygallery.com if they've not sold out yet and grab yours if you'd like that today. All right. Next up, let's go back to the artisan bead lots.
And they're all kind of the same, but they're all a little bit different too. So you'll get a random one.
Yeah, and so I said, you don't get to pick, we'll pick for you.
Unless you're like super into like one.
Then you
Do you think if I tried out, what if we turned off the air conditioning? Does that do anything?
I don't know. I've deactivated most things.
Is it just the internet?
Maybe try and turn it off. I don't think we didn't have to turn it off last time though. I don't know what it is. We don't have fiber internet here, which makes me a little bit crazy. And I think because this is also probably prime time for our neighbors to be online is my guess. You know how Comcast and that all works. This is a pen that says "Be Wonderful."
That's a toggle.
Wonderful. Oh yeah, toggle. Toggle.
Toggle. The little thing is a toggle bar.
Oh, there it is. I'm hiding it. Toggle bar. See? So that goes through there, and this is $20. AB 59. Hopefully y'all can hear me now.
Maybe that's Aaron Price hints. Is that Aaron Price hints?
I don't know.
I think this is Aaron Price hints.
So Aaron Price hints.
I wanted to say that it was Humble Beads, but I think it's Aaron Price hints now that I think about it.
Okay. So not Humble Beads. Aaron Price hints says "Be Wonderful." Like full of wonder. AB 59. $20 only for that beautiful toggle. AB 60. This one I think is going to fly out the door. Little know me, dude. AB 60, $14. Hole goes top to bottom. Super charming, super cute. This is Humble Beads. Little gnome. AB60. And just to give you an idea, from top to bottom, he's about 25 millimeters and about 12 wide. AB60, that one has just sold. Thank you so much. I knew that one was going to go. That's too cute not to. Okay, AB61. This little leaf bead. Beautiful leaf design, a little charm, a little pendant. Be nice for layering with other things. If you have one of those very large, like lily pilly discs that we have in our online store, allegorygallery.com, this would be great to layer in front of one of those, for example. Could be very nice. AB61, $5 only, 30 millimeters by 19 millimeters. 30 by 19. AB61. AB62. $3 only for this smaller leaf. Again, charm or pendant, about 25 millimeters by about 14 and a half. 25 by 14 and a half. AB62. Next up, AB63. This is so cute, little pine cone. It's a little pine cone. Can you see that? AB62 has sold. Thank you so much. This is AB63, pine cone, little charm or pendant. Hole goes through that way. And this one is about 25 millimeters by about 16. This would be great for all your little wintry scenes, little pine cones or fall. And what's next? AB64. How y'all doing? It's another Humble Beads with the starfish. Cheryl says, hi, I was just watching my hubby chase a shrew in the yard. Free entertainment. Oh boy. What does a shrew even look like? I don't know if I've ever seen a shrew in my life. What was he doing chasing it in the yard? What's going on out there? What's happening? AB64, $8 for the starfish. I feel like my lighting just got very dark. Maybe it's my cell phone screen. It's
9 o'clock after 9.
I did. I just changed it, but it feels like it went dark. It's so weird. Like my screen has sunlight bright on it, but my screen's turned up all the way. Maybe my phone's hot. If the phone gets too hot, it does that. I'm going to switch back over to Wi-Fi because maybe the cellular's making the phone too hot. I don't want my phone to shut down too. AB64. What a time. What a time to be alive, everybody. AB64. Hopefully our sound and video doesn't go crazy now that I've switched back over. AB 65. This cute little leafy bead from Heather Powers at Humble Beads. I love these. We had these in the store for a very short time. They did not hang around very long. AB 65. And this has this built-in bail. AB 65. And to give you an idea in size, by the way, AB 64 has sold. Thank you so much. It's about 18 millimeters by about 26 with the bail. AB 65, $8. Oh, Andrew did give me a. I was like, I need a bin. He did give me a bin. I forgot I had a bin. Trying to get these all to stay. It's so much easier with a bin. Okay, now we're rocking and rolling a little bit. All right, next up we have Rebecca Watkins, Polymer Clay by Rebecca Watkins. There's a series of these, and they're going to be $8 a bead only, and they are beautiful. So at $8, these are a steal. I want you to see these. There are a few different sizes, but they're all priced at $8, and they are really lovely. Check that out. AB 66. And this one is about 23 by 25 millimeters. 23 by 25. AB 66. AB 67 coming up is this one. I love the line work in these. There's some of that little extra gold in there, lining those lines, it looks like. I love these beads. And this one is 25 by 25 and a half. Very close to round. Beautiful beads. AB 67, $8 each. We did a show one time called The Art of the Bead. We used to do multiple arts of the bead, and one time we did polymer clay, and Rebecca had some of these in there. And they were a great deal then, and they're still a great deal now. $8 a bead only. It's a lot of different, it's a lot of work in each one of those. Get the different colors in there, get the different lines and strokes in there. Kind of got that lustery look. AB 68, $8. Oh, let me give you the size on that one before I take it away. One's a little smaller, 19 and a half by 22. Where'd you go, Andrew? Oh, AB 69. So he left me all on my own.
You're good at it.
I'm good at it.
I went away just in case it was me.
Oh, you're causing the internet troubles too?
Probably.
AB 69, $8. Rebecca Watkins polymer clay bead, 20 millimeters by 22 millimeters. I like this one. I like the colors and the the kind of combos in that one. Each one's a little work of art, and only $8. Again, these are things that would be great. These are light enough, definitely light enough for earrings, asymmetrical earrings, because they're not, two of them are the same. Putting them on a little pendant on a chain. Of course, using them in with your other beadwork, making these, maybe making tassels come out of these, or some crystals. AB70, 20 millimeters by 20.5 millimeters.
She does a good job.
She does do a good job.
She doesn't really sell very much.
Well,
only time I've seen her sell stuff is when we did the art of the bead, or at one of the Pittsburgh polymer play retreats.
She's a Pittsburgh person.
Mm-hmm.
Is she still in Pittsburgh?
I think so.
AB71. This is a larger one, but still $8. She averages them all out.
She's really been into selling lately, so.
Oh. 22 millimeters by about 25 millimeters. AB71. Let's see here. AB72 coming up. More Rebecca. Our friend definitely loved these. Bought a bunch of them when we had the Art of the Bead show. Because they were a great price. They were a great price. I believe our friend ended up using some of them, but these are the ones that they didn't use. AB72. That's not right. Let's get this back to normal. 21.5 millimeters by 24 millimeters. So what did y'all have for dinner tonight? I know Suzanne said she just got back from dinner. What'd y'all eat? What are y'all eating? What's going on? I haven't seen, is Harry with us tonight? I haven't seen Harry's name pop up, I don't think, tonight. I don't know if he was here last night either. I saw him posting, so I know he must be okay. Hopefully all is okay. Chicken and pilaf, says Suzanne. Nice. How's your husband's eyes? Doing okay after the surgery? Marianne had a lamb chop. Ooh, lamb chop sounds good. I do sometimes miss things like that. This I really like. This might, I don't know, this might be my favorite. I'm like, this one's my favorite. This one might be my favorite. 72 has sold. Thank you so much. This is 73 at 22.5 by 25.8, almost 26 millimeters. I don't know what we're going to eat tonight. We made, well, Andrew made quite the meal yesterday. I don't even know how he made the meal he made out of the leftovers we had. So I don't know what we're going to have on tonight's menu. Ray is doing well, says Suzanne. Good. Good, good. Lennis has veggie lasagna with a salad and some fruit. That sounds nice. That's a nice meal. I wouldn't mind that meal. 20 millimeters by just about 20 millimeters. That's pretty round. AB74. Norma's not having dinner because she had a big lunch. Fish and chips with mac and cheese. Ooh, that's my kind. Oh, I do miss fish and chips. I definitely do. I definitely do. Suzanne says, yes, he had that pretty necklace. Yeah, he did. I think he posted about sitting with his cats, too, the other day. Keep an eye on people, right? Gotta make sure everybody's okay. Susan had an impromptu picnic with some Subway food. Nice. All right, this piece is a beautiful piece by Stacy Louise Smith. Stacy Louise Smith. Look at this. Marion says, not something I would think of putting together, Norma, but now I want fish and chips. Fish and chips and mac and cheese, that's a big thing, I think, around here. And I am here for it. I buy the no meat fish fillet sometimes because I miss fried fish so much. Norman says it was super good. Yeah, I love fish and chips with some malt vinegar. Oh, I do miss that. AB75, $25 for this beautiful pendant. This one I'm going to do by inches because I don't know if my... this is 4 inches by just about 2 inches. AB75. I will be surprised if this one doesn't sell at this price. This is a beautiful piece by Stacy Louise Smith, who is a very, very nice person if you don't know her.
I like her.
We like her a lot. AB 75. Don't forget the tartar sauce, says Marianne, right? I can just eat it with the malt vinegar, but the tartar sauce, you want to go extra, we can go extra too. That's okay. Talking about fish and chips.
You don't get that.
I know. That's what I was saying. I do miss that. I used to do it with malt vinegar. So good. And then usually, sometimes tartar sauce, but sometimes just mayo for the chips.
I mean, they have fake
I said I do get the fake fillets sometimes. They're pretty good, actually.
We have to think about a dinner.
That's what I was telling her. I'm like, I don't know how you made what you made last night. I said, but we don't got anything for tonight.
I'm sure I could figure something out. This gonna be like a desperation station.
I know.
I'm gonna be like, this is your rice
with more rice. This is AB76 from Stacy Louise Smith. What were these called? These gold ones?
Gold Rush.
Gold Rush. They're called Gold Rush pendants.
And she does this really cool thing where she, it's kind of like what I do, but more, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like this energetic work. And she's trained as a Reiki person. And,
yeah, she does Reiki.
And puts a lot of good energy in her work.
This is about 2 1/4 inches.
A lot of healing energy.
By 1 inch. Lena says, I think she used to sell a tutorial for that. Possibly. I don't know. AB76. These are really good. I like these. Our friend has good taste, I must say. Here's the next one. Another one of the Gold Rush, Stacy Louise Smith. Marion says, mayo would be an acceptable sub for tartar sauce, but it's always available in a good fish and chip shop. Yeah, I do love tartar sauce. I really do. But sometimes I don't want the extra on top of the malt vinegar, the extra tang, so I just get the mayo.
What is it? It's just mayonnaise and pickles?
Pretty much. There might be more to some of them, but I know you can. I think a basic one is just mayo and pickles.
Capers?
Maybe. AB77, $18, and get you on this. This one will fit about 60 millimeters by about 31. Or
see my books that came today?
Or just about 1 1/8 by Almost 2.5. Andrew got some books today. Want to see Andrew's books? You gonna pause it to look at books now too?
I think it's
He
good
says,
to break stuff up
he
once in a
says,
while.
let's break this up.
Because
Okay.
I even get, like, I think I maybe have undernest AD whatever. So there's this one.
Yeah, if you're gonna show them like that, that's not good.
Like, done.
Done now.
So I got this one. I had a copy of this, a newer copy, but it got raptured. Somebody must have took it. So
Wasn't me.
I'm not gonna say who I think it is, but anyway, so this I got from thrift books for like $1. I mean, more than that. It's probably like $6. But it's really useful because it's got all these different recipes in. And I'm working on a project, an experiment that hopefully I'm developing it for a class. I had a couple people ask me to teach at their studios because I guess people don't remember that I teach. So weird. And then they're like, "Oh, I didn't know you taught." And I was like,
teach?
"Yeah, I've been teaching for over 20 years, and I mean, I've taught everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not everywhere, but
Lots
anyway,
of places.
Different places." And so the other book that I got is this. And this is The Art of Pastel Painting. And I'm mostly interested in like 2 pages from this book. But, that's how it goes. And so, so I'm cooking up some new experiments. And if I don't have to figure it out myself, one of the things is that like YouTube is a really wonderful resource, but I've noticed there's 2 things. There's some misinformation out there, and people who don't know what they're doing are putting stuff out there, and that can be very confusing. And the other thing that I notice is that some things just don't exist on YouTube. So the only way to find that information out is to get old books and get the information from those. So this is a part of the research and development phase of a new thing that I've never seen anybody else do. So of course the Patreon people's gonna see it first because that's the way now. And if it doesn't work, then nobody's gonna see it. But I have a very strong intuition that it will, and it's gonna be wonderful. All right, back to the show.
Back to the show.
Correct.
Just trying to squeeze in some quick spreadsheeting time. Switch places. Y'all like that? Intermission.
I know some of y'all like books.
Yeah, I like books. Who doesn't like books?
I know some people don't like books.
Some people don't like books?
Yeah, it's hard to believe, but it's true.
What? Crazy talk.
No, it's true. Some people are like,
AB 78, $18. Stacy Louise Smith. Gold Rush pendant. These are really pretty. These are really pretty. They got those metallics on there. You got a little bit of something flash on there. So $18. Got 3 of those to choose from in these lots tonight.
when I was looking at her work, it made me want to do polymer again.
It's hard to stay with just one thing, isn't it?
Well, I figured this. Like somebody was telling me about how if I picked one thing, then I would become popular. And then I was like, yeah, but would I get bored?
Probably.
And then would I grow to
hate what you're doing.
Not necessarily hate, but it'd be like, when I just don't want to do something, then I get kind of stubborn about it.
So this is actually set up as an earring pair, but you could use these as pendants if you wanted to, or dangling. AB79, it's $18 for both. You get the pair of them, $18. Beautiful colors in those. It's like the day of rainbows today. Lots of lustery rainbow colors today, all around.
As it should be.
Right. AB79, only $18 for both of those, by Stacy Louise Smith. Good energy. She puts good energy into everything she makes.
And she has overcome a lot of hard stuff.
She has overcome a lot of hard stuff. Very hard stuff.
In theory, she doesn't live that far away from us.
No? I don't actually know where she is, I don't think.
Williamsport.
Oh, that's not far at all.
Like 3 hours.
Okay, this is a Jade Scott.
Only one tonight.
Only one Jade Scott tonight. Little Radish.
You know who that is? Who Jade Scott is? Okay, trivia.
Trivia
Do
time.
you know who her sister is?
Who's her sister? Jade Scott's sister?
Does anybody know?
Does anybody know who Jade Scott's sister is? 34 millimeters.
Do you know, William?
I do. I knew at one point, but I'm not gonna. It's not gonna come to me. Somebody told me. Probably our friend who we're selling these for. This is AB80, $28. Nobody's guessing. Still talking about some tartar sauce.
You want to know?
Y'all want to know? You don't know? You don't care? Anybody know? Anybody care?
This person is very well known in Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha, Nebraska. Jade Scott's sister, you said.
Mm-hmm.
Omaha, Nebraska. Suzanne says who? Gonna say it. No one's saying anything. Suzanne's
Rainbow
like
Rowell.
Rainbow Rowell. The author.
The Simon Snow and Baz books. Eleanor and Park. Fangirl.
Andrew
Attachments. Landline.
loves those books.
Yeah, they're. I probably don't get a good many of the pop culture references. But she came out with one just recently, and it's from characters from the old books. And let me just tell you, the character is aged, and I felt every word of her book or her story. Because it's about how, you have these different ideas about how your life is going to be. And then you're confronted with the reality of how it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
And then
So that's Jade Scott's sister.
Rainbow Rowell.
Rainbow Rowell.
It could be making this up.
You're making things up now? What are you doing, Andrew?
I think that's true, but I could be making it up.
AB81, Invisity
I've
Charm.
never seen her talk about her sister. So, but then also I think she became Jehovah's Witness or something for a while, and then so I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Huh, I don't know.
Jade Scott stopped making stuff for a long time.
I thought she did.
But I think she came back and started making stuff again.
This is 21.5 by about 12.5 millimeters. Nice little charm from Invisity. $6 only. These are those primitive kind of designs. We had a few of theirs on yesterday's show. If you missed that, there might still be some available. I can't remember.
So I like the idea of it.
AB81.
Even if it's not for real.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that she is.
AB82. Here's a piece from friend Christy Friesen. Look at this dragonfly. Beautifully done dragonfly bead. Hole goes through side to side. Sits like that. AB82, $22.
She did those in pan pastels.
Pan pastel. These are really pretty colors in there. This is about 44 millimeters by 24 millimeters.
You know, I was so on fire to get those pan pastels, and they're not inexpensive. And I don't think I've unwrapped them.
AB80 has sold. Thank you so much.
But that's not a surprise.
No, that's not a surprise. Andrew's like,
Collector.
he's the king of not opening immediately. He opens at some point.
Yeah, someday I'm going to need it.
But he's like the king of not opening anything immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me crazy. Crazy.
Sometimes I open packages just to make William happy.
Every once in a while, he takes one and opens it up for me. One of his packages. AB83, this is a Marchenille ceramic bead. This is
definitely
$5 only.
I have more packages than you.
By far. By far.
Correct.
My packages are like, we need more tissue paper for the store.
You can open that one.
He's like, you can open it. He even opened that one for me the other day.
I needed the box.
This is about 25.5 millimeters by about 5 millimeters. Drilled in the center. Beautiful Marchenille ceramic bead. I love her work.
And she's another good person.
She's a super good person.
You know, she has some frozen shoulder business now.
Oh no.
And she's like, oh, I will come and visit, but my shoulder, I'm not allowed to like pick anything up.
Oh.
And I'm like, what?
She can still come visit.
Well, you know how we do.
I know.
You can't just have her fun. You have to work.
To work. You get put to work around here.
Well, if she comes, I talked to her about maybe teaching.
Yeah.
Because she does the felting.
AB84 is a head pin by Marchenille. This is a shorty.
Maybe I'll have her if she's feeling better. We'll have her come do the pumpkins.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Weren't those adorable?
Yes, they were. Could not get enough of those.
I know. You know who we need to do a class with is Annie.
I know.
Because that business is just taking up space in our garage.
I know. We need to get that video class going.
Yeah.
Send out those felting kits. Anybody want to take a felting class online with us? Felted Bumblebee. We got to get Annie back. If she's available. I don't even know. AB84, $5.
You can pay her and live in your beach cup.
Right. So you need some merchandise.
So there's a historic property around here, and it was that spring-fed pool?
It was the stream, the river, well, not a river, but yeah, the stream going through was fed by the freshwater stream.
Oh, well, Hannah.
Yeah.
Anyways, Dean Martin supposedly worked there as a cabana boy or something.
Yeah.
And so
it was called Ligonier Beach, and it was a freshwater pool.
And for a long time, it was one of the only places you could go swimming here. So I think that's part of it. Is like people don't really have like above ground pools.
Yeah, like a lot of people, like my mom grew up knowing about it. I don't think she came to it too often, but it was like the thing to do when they were growing up.
And like they didn't have the soak zone for Idlewild.
Nope.
So it was like the place to go.
And there was a bar at the pool. This is by Marchenille as well. AB85, $10.
Anyway, so I can't remember what exactly happened there, there was some arson child or something that burned down something.
Yeah, somebody started a fire there, but then also one is 15 millimeters. It flooded a few times and flooded out um, the engine room that pumped the pole. Oops, those numbers were off. Let me see here. So 25 by 40. And then once the engines were flooded, and there was a fire set in there, the family who owned it for a long time decided it was time to retire.
And then so they bulldozed a bunch of the buildings.
Yeah, I think like the bar section and stuff got torn down, and then it was sold to the township.
And they filmed a movie there while it was kind of disasperated.
Yeah, someone filmed a movie there for something. Titanic. AB 86, $5.
I think made for TV. It wasn't James Cameron.
No, it was not James Cameron's Titanic. This is by Marcia Neal. AB 86, $5 for this cute little star charm. 28 millimeters. 28 millimeters. AB 86.
So right now they just are doing a study. And the thing is, all these people are like talking about how much that everybody's wasting money, but I think it's all grant funded, so it's not.
Yeah, they keep saying the township is spending so much money for, like, I think it's $100,000 for a study to see if it can be brought back and what the long-term effects of it would be on the stream and all that. And everyone's getting up in arms that the township is spending this money, but it's mostly all grant funded. And there's a separate organization that's been raising money to have this exact thing done to try to save it, because there are people in town who just want to tear it completely down, but there are people in town who want to save it. So it's been this ongoing duality.
I don't think they can save it.
I don't know what's going to end up happening.
You know, because when I drove by there last, the concrete did not look good.
Yeah.
I mean, if they did that, they would just have to rip it up and put new down.
Put new down. And I'm sure, I mean, that's I think saving it doesn't mean saving what's there, but saving the idea of having the freshwater pool. And like whether emptying people's pool water into the stream or how it can be filtered or for environmental things. It's all part of this study. AB 87, this is $8. This is Diane Hockey, A Little Crow by Diane Hockey. These sold out almost immediately when we had them last. And
yeah, I know.
There's one of these available. And
it's a cool place.
Yeah.
It's really pretty though. So even if they just turn it into a park, it'd be better than nothing.
Yeah.
It's getting derelict now. So.
AB 86 has sold. Thank you so much.
But I kind of feel bad for Drew and Erica. Because their restaurant is right across the street and it looks over it.
Yeah. We almost bought a house there.
We're almost our neighbor.
Yep. That would have been pretty cool. But we got good neighbors now. Got very good neighbors now. AB 88, Jenny Davies Reeser.
It was real close.
We
were almost going to put a bit
an offer in. Yeah. Well, it was right along 30, which is the highway that runs right kind of through-ish Ligonier. And we were like, we could put a sign for our store right in our own yard.
And they can't stop us.
Yeah, we were going to put a big billboard sign up for our store in our own yard. But then we found the house in town.
No, we found the house in town, but we couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
And then Barb contacted us and said, I really like you. I want you to have the house. So what can we do?
She made it work. Made it happen for us.
Yeah.
24 millimeters approximately. This little beautiful face, kind of Art Nouveau face, right? AB88, $8. That's a connector, it has 2 holes. Or a button. Maybe it could be a button. They're a little bit wide. We have a few things from C Coop coming up.
Yeah, I sometimes think about how our lives would have been different if we had gotten that house.
I know. I still remember I remember how the house was set up downstairs. I don't remember the upstairs so much. But the downstairs, the kitchen was very small though. But I liked how the living room went across the whole front, where you could look down, or the whole back, I guess. You could look down over the hill. And it had a nice big porch on the back. But it was very close to the highway. AB89, $4. Yeah, we would have had to put up a fence or something in some way. And this is an enameled piece by C Coop, 18 millimeters approximately by 14. $4 only. Bright, nice green color. It matches my scissors. Look. Look. Almost a perfect match. All right. AB90. Another piece by C Coop. Same style, different color. It's kind of very light purpley color. That mauve color. Is that right? AB90. AB89 has sold. Thank you so much. This is AB90. Good alien face, says Marianne, right? Kind of looks like an alien face, doesn't it? You gonna make any of those little creatures, monsters that Andrew showed you how to make? Use that for a little face. AB90. Marianne said these look like good alien faces. I said you can make those beaded creatures like you were showing.
Oh.
And use that as a face maybe. AB91 is this deeper blue purpley color in enamel. Only $4. C Coop beads. Good connectors.
Let's do a #AG live challenge.
Okay. Hold on, let me get the banner. Let me get the banner. Andrew's giving you all an AG live challenge. Do you know what that is, everybody? We're going to ask you to post something using enamel. So if you have a piece of enamel, a bead that's enameled, any kind of enamel work, show a piece that you've made incorporating some enamel work in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenges group. Also just on your own timelines, but especially in the group, and hashtag it AG Live Challenge. So something with enamel that you've made. We'd love to see it. If you don't know what I'm talking about by the AG group, Allegory Gallery Design Challenges, search for that on Facebook. It is a public group and you can join and have fun with the AG Bead fam out there. We love to hang out with y'all and we love y'all to meet one another and hang out with one another. So AG Live Challenge is something with enamel. And speaking of enamel, we have one more piece by C Coop. Is this cute little heart. It's a cute little heart. And this heart is 13.3 by about 14 millimeters.
Are you still watching, Lennis?
Andrew's asking if Lennis is still out there watching. AB92. Huh?
What do you want to eat when you come?
Lennis, what are you hungry for when you come? in about a week.
No, actually a couple days.
I know, it's only a few days now.
I'm like, in a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's Wednesday now, Andrew. Wednesday.
So on Sunday.
So on Sunday. We have, what, 4 days? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 4 days to get our finished cleaning up. And get ready for Lennis to visit.
Anybody want to come clean my house?
Anybody want to clean the house?
I'll give you some beads.
Want to clean for beads?
Does anybody want to hang out when Lennis is here, if you're local?
Lennis says, yep, I'm here in and out.
What do you want to eat?
What do you want to eat when you're here, Lennis? Okay, so we have this set of polymer clay houses. And there are 7 of them here. We have 7 of them available. They're $8 each. We will just choose one for you. They're drilled through the side. Guess who made these? Guess who made these? Andrew.
What is it?
These
The house?
Yeah, the little houses.
Oh, I made that for a book club project.
And now they're available to you all. See, these are the things our friend got it for when he did the book club project, and now they're getting released into the world. They were never released into the world.
I don't think they were.
So there are 7 of them here. You will not get to pick. I mean, if you really, really want to pick one, you can send a screenshot of this here. But we will pick one for you otherwise. $8 each, AB93. You can order up to 7 of them by sending AB93 times 3, for example.
Besides the size, I don't really know how big they are. Or no, they're not that different, as I meant to say.
Yeah, besides the size, they still have a lot of detail in all of them.
And then there's trees, a window, a door.
Trees, windows, and doors.
Perfect. Way to
Perfect.
sell it.
I know. You're selling it so good, Andrew.
Yeah. You know, I'm not hard pressure salesperson.
No, you are not.
So if you want that, I got a list of people.
Says if you like that, here, let me tell you where you can go.
If you like to be bullied.
If you like to be bullied, AB75 has sold. Thank you so much.
But if you like to be bullied, we could make an arrangement.
Susie says, "Welcome to Ligonier, Lennis." Yeah, Lennis will be here with us on Sunday. On Sunday, starting on Sunday.
Oh, don't forget, we have a grand reopening. So we haven't really keep that, talking about how we need to promote it more.
I know we keep talking about it, and then by the time we're ready to, we're like dead for the night. So yeah, we have a grand reopening celebration on June 29th. That's not this coming Saturday, but next, and it's in Johnstown, and hopefully we'll have music and food and stuff. We'll see. We'll see what we get together.
Depends how many beads we sell.
I know, but yeah, this is Heather Wynn Milliken. Make today amazing. Make today amazing. So yeah, we have a grand opening. We keep talking about we need to promote things more and better and in different ways, and then this happens. We've just been busy. We've been very busy.
I mean, there are so many things that we have to do. So yeah, like paint the awning and the sign. That's a big one. And really, I don't know.
Yeah.
You have to do it. Bite the bullet.
Bite the bullet.
Lennis, you remember Peaches? The store in Florida?
Lennis, do you remember the store Peaches in Florida? Andrew's asking if you can't hear from over there. I don't know if y'all can always hear Andrew over there. This is...
Or anybody else. Do y'all remember Peaches?
AB95 are these Michelle McCarthy very cute little porcelain mermaids. So AB95, only $6. And this is 36.5 by about Oh, where are you? She doesn't want to be sized up by about 18. AB 95. So cute. Little porcelain mermaids.
Anyways, the reason I mentioned that place is it was a record store. And they used to paint large scale.
Lennis just said record store, question mark?
Yeah.
Yep.
So the record store, and they used to paint album covers from whatever was coming out. Every time a new big record would come out.
Oh my goodness.
And so it was hand done too. And so they would put these like paintings up, and in the 90s. I don't know. I don't think they're still around.
Susan Cyril says the record store. Yep. She
I wonder what
remembers.
happened to all those paintings.
It's AB 96. Is This Other Little Mermaid by Michelle McCarthy.
Because I'm about to get up on a ladder and paint a picture.
It's gonna happen.
That's gonna be real loving hands of home up in here. Yeehaw Junction.
Yeehaw Junction.
Like we never finished painting the insides of the cabinet or the shelf. So if you look from afar, it doesn't look that bad. But if you look close up, it looks real loving hands of home.
Lena says we had mother's records on the island.
Did they hand paint signs?
This next one
big too.
Is AB 97 by the one, the only Andrew Thornton. And it's this skull bead with the gold foil, right? Gold foil. Faux gold foil.
Yeah, I don't think that was a gold.
Metal foil. AB 97, $18. That's a really good price. I think these were 24 or 32 or something when they were out. 40 millimeters by 22 and a half. AB 97. Look at that one. He's even got one gold tooth in there. Got the one gold tooth. AB 97. And then we got a few more of Andrew's things to get us to 100 today.
So in case you think I'm
making up more stories.
Sometimes I do. You never know which one. See?
See it.
So what happened to them?
What happened to them all?
They're like 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
And whose job was that? I bet the internet would know.
AB 98, AB 95, and AB 96 have sold. Thank you so much. AB 98, Be Wise, one of Andrew's bee pendants. Has AB 98, $8. And these are generally 33 millimeters. Marianne says there is a Peaches in New Orleans.
Who's still there? Well, like, look at this sign. Look at this picture. That's not AI, y'all.
It's not AI. That's a real picture from a real time. AB 99. AB 99, one of Andrew's octopus pendants. This one's in this beautiful purpley, kind of purpley blue.
And it's so funny, like, I'm not going to show the picture, but there's people in there like, oh, you remember this? And they put like, they make it black and white, and they put a filter on it. And I was like, it's not that long ago. They had color photos then. It wasn't like, we weren't doing daguerreotypes up in here, ye old ancient times. There wasn't hieroglyphics
Like,
documented.
for our childhood.
Yeah, I was like,
It's like
they had video recorders then. It's not like you have to make it look like the old timey.
right.
I mean, it wasn't that recent. It's not like nowadays when you have to, you have a camera in your pocket.
Yeah, you had to carry your camera on purpose.
I had a-
AB99 has sold. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I had a talk with somebody about how like flip phones are making this big
Comeback. People are tired of all their notifications.
And it's like, I get it, but and then they're like, well, I don't want to be tethered to the phone. But also think about this, like, on the other hand of that, I don't have to carry a massive camera around.
Oh.
I don't have to carry a date book around.
Nope.
I can do pretty much almost everything that I need to do, with the exception of like government forms, because of course, on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I can do graphic design. I mean, there's some things that we have to use it because the screen is just bigger.
And this is AB100, the last one of the night.
But think about it. Like, if I want to go to a meeting, I can go to a meeting in my yard.
Yep, on your phone. And you know what? You don't want to be tethered to your phone? Leave it at home. Put it on your desk. Walk away from it for a little while.
Some people said they can't do that.
Yeah, that.
But then that sounds like you're going to find a way anyways.
Right. If you're that addicted to things, you're going to find the way.
Uh-huh.
All right, everybody. Hello.
Just because you have a flip phone, don't mean you
Look
don't
at
go
my
over
hair.
to your neighbors.
Right. So what do you got there? What are you looking at? Oh, that's just your thing. Okay. I thought you had something to show.
And by thing, he means tile.
Yeah, I was like, what are you looking at there? Whoop.
Don't be all talking in code like it's like sexy come up in here.
I didn't even think about that. Marion says, color photography became popular in the early 60s, or at least in our house.
I know, and then they put this thing like, do you remember? I was like, yeah.
It's from 1992. Yes.
1999. Yeah,
I remember that. Oh, my. All right, y'all. Thank you for hanging out with us. I'm going to go rock and roll through these requests and spreadsheeting so that we can go home and figure out what we're doing for dinner.
It might be interesting.
And do some more house cleaning. And so let us know what you're looking to eat when you're here. Because we always like to make sure we've got stuff stocked up.
Well, here's the thing. If you're going to be on our diet, then you might have to bring your own. Because, like, we don't eat breakfast. So if you eat breakfast...
Yeah. We don't eat breakfast. Sometimes we eat lunch. Sometimes we don't.
Or we could try different restaurants, but, that thing, you have to budget that in.
Yeah. It gets expensive.
Especially if you're eating out for every meal.
Yeah.
So that's.
And if anyone else is going to be in town again for Pride in Johnstown, let us know.
Stop by before you go.
Yeah, stop by in our Johnstown location before you go to Pride, or maybe we'll go as a group. Well, after the store closes at 6, we'll head on down to downtown.
It's supposed to be open for another 3 hours after.
Oh, good.
Till 9.
Good.
But I don't know if everything's going to be.
That's on 9. Saturday.
On Saturday.
On Saturday. So
Sunday, Ian Wolf is coming.
Oh, yeah.
She said she's going to stop by.
I know. Are you going to be there?
I'm going to pick Lennis up, and then we're going to drive back real fast. So take your Dramamine now.
I said, I could go pick Lennis up.
And then...
but he's like, I don't know how to use the store anything.
Correct. I'm be like, 1 moment, please.
Lennis says, I already packed breakfast.
Okay.
Lennis says, Sue Beads wants to come visit. Let me know what day is good.
Any day.
Any day. We haven't seen her in a while.
I like Sue Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
You know that I'm gonna tell the truth time.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna
Truth
dish
time.
some tea, y'all.
Uh-oh.
So one of my friends moved to the town and I don't see her face.
Uh-oh.
And
moved into town.
so I could throw a rock and hit her house. And yet she do not want to hang out. Only if there's a blizzard or some other kind of terrible weather condition.
Oh no.
And then I see pictures of her and Miss Sue Kennedy. I say, you can drive to Pittsburgh, but you can't drive across the street.
Uh-huh.
No, it's fine. I'm not really that perturbed by it. But I'm like, I see where I fall in the friendship ranking. Low, low, low. How low can you go?
Some people schedule long times. Some people do not.
Oh, you know what? If your thing is like, I need 8 to 12 months to know when to come, that's
never gonna work.
I mean, I'll just say okay, and then I won't think about it until a month before.
Right. Yeah. Some people are long-term schedulers.
I can't do that.
I can't do that.
Because
I need some time. I need a few days generally if you're going to be, wanting to do something. Be like, do you want to do, like, today's Wednesday. Be like, do you want to do something on Saturday? I'd be like, that's a good enough time for me to mentally prepare and maybe be ready for that. But if you said, do you want to do something in October on the 4th? I'd be like, I don't know.
If it's something that you have to, like, if you're going on a big trip, that's
you have to plan that. But just to get together?
It's like to get together with your neighbor.
Yeah.
Then no, I cannot.
It's like,
before I have too much other stuff on my brain to be making plans like that.
Yeah.
I think it would be like so overwhelming for me if I tried to plan like that.
Yeah. Lena says, wait, am I coming Saturday or Sunday?
I think Sunday.
Sunday is what he's been telling me.
23rd, right? Or 20 something.
23, I think, is Sunday.
Wait, what is it? Let me look. I thought 23rd.
That should be Sunday.
Let me look.
22 is Pride Saturday, I think.
I mean, either day. It's just you're gonna get even more. That shortens our cleaning time. That's probably why people schedule a couple months in advance.
Right.
But they also, I don't know. We're gonna have to talk about this in a second. Like,
confirm. Because he's been telling me Sunday he's coming to pick you up.
For some reason, I thought it's Sunday. 23, whatever 23 is.
I think that's Sunday. You need me to look? Your calendar's taking a long time. 23 is Sunday. Anyway, it is Sunday, says Lennis.
Yeah, Sunday.
Yeah.
I got nervous for a second. I was like, holy.
I was like, we got one less day to get the house in order.
It's gonna be a surprise.
Our house, it's like, there's a lot going on because of the store. And for most of y'all, it'd probably be fine for a lot of y'all because it's like, it's crafty people. We live in the house. But you always have that thing in your mind that it's like, this needs to be cleaner for company. This needs to be more organized for company.
Well, when I was a kid, we always cleaned before company came.
We never had company because we didn't have time to clean. But that was...
So we always... And there were rooms that you didn't go into and you weren't allowed to touch the furniture because that was for company only. And so I guess it's hard to break. Also, we were so busy lately that I have barely any time. We barely see each other sometimes. Yeah. So
to take the time to unpack from the store and repack and move things that still need to be moved. Move heavy. We're down to the heavy furniture and weird display cases, heavy furniture, and large, even if it's not heavy, large sized furniture that, you know.
So we'd have, and our goal is to like fix up some of the rooms, and so yeah.
It's like, I want to replace the bookcase in my office with one of the ones we have right now in the kitchen. But it's like, can we get those bookcases up the stairs and around the stairs and out and move the other bookcase somewhere?
And these are IKEA, so it's one of those things where you can't take
it back apart.
Once it's together, that's forever.
Yeah. Marion says, our house was too small to have unused rooms. Ours was too.
We just weren't allowed to go in them.
Yeah.
Whether or not the house was small or not.
Yeah.
Or if we got in, we weren't allowed to touch stuff. And like my mom, she used to put bells on doors so she knew where we were in the house. And then when I got older, I put gum in between. And
sneaky.
Well, that's the thing. You raise what you make.
It's true.
You manifest what you you want to. I don't know.
Right.
You want to know how to sneak out of a house? I got about 10 different ways to tell you.
Got it. You know how to do it.
Like some of these things, we watch the shows of the kids, and I'm like, that's not how you do that. If you want, here's
a master class. All right, everyone, we got to go because we got stuff to do. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with us. And we will have more here for you tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time.
More art beads.
I think. We have enough for another go around.
Yeah.
And remember, if you missed it tonight, we showed off at the beginning of this video a very impromptu thing where we showed off Andrew's newest enameled pendants. So if you did miss those, rewind, rewatch. Those are available to you at a special price for a limited time only. I'll be taking pictures of those that didn't sell and putting those soon in the destash group. Once they're in the destash group, then after that, they will get special prices there too. And then they will go to the online store at the regular retail prices.
Oh, and here's the other thing. If you want any of the art beads, any of the
these AB lots,
you have a very limited time.
These are going back very quickly.
So
we're running through them. We're selling what sells, giving them back.
They're going to go through the destash one round. So, but if you want first dibs,
get them now.
Get them now because they're going to go right back. So,
yeah. So that's it. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful one. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more art beads. And who knows what else we'll get up to. Don't forget the AG Live Challenge to post something that you've made with an enamel piece in it in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenges group.
Maybe we'll talk about tartar sauce some more.
Right. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Bye now.
See ya.